Natalia, if you tell anyone, and I mean anyone, what you saw in George's office, I will make you suffer,
she says in a low, threatening tone. You too, lady. I'm fed up. Does she want to bully me? Okay, fine. I lift my hat and let my violet eyes look directly at her. She gasps at the unusual sight. Luna, it would be a relief, and I would welcome it. You don't know or care how I'm treated by this pack, including by your husband, your daughter, and your lover. Tears choke up my throat. I cannot take any more punishment from anyone else. I'm at my wit's end. If she takes my life right here in this hallway, it would be a relief. I'm sorry, Sylvie. I just can't do it anymore. I say to my angel as I stare down Luna Layla. She doesn't respond. She shuts our mind link and crawls into the corner of my mind. Luna Layla pushes me away.
Insolent child. You should be grateful for your life. The Alpha will hear about this.
I'm not grateful for this life, Luna. And if you think I should be, you are part of the problem. If you want to tell the Alpha about this incident, I'm more than happy to tell him what instigated it. She stares at me with pure anger and hatred before walking away, without a word. I guess fate has other plans for me. I stand in the hall for a few minutes to see if she is coming back, but she doesn't. I'm certain she's going to sabotage me. Maybe she's going to smother me in my sleep or just stab me straight in the back. Either way, I was serious when I told her I welcome her. I finish pantry duty, making sure everything is set in the guest rooms. I had George order bouquets for each of the suites as an extra touch. In the guest Alpha's suite, I also added a bottle of champagne. If this is the last thing I ever get to do, I want it to be something that makes someone else happy. It is almost 1:30 in the morning before I plop into my bed, totally exhausted. It has been a day. If Luna Layla has anything to say about it, it will probably be my last. Sylvie is exhausted too. She stopped sulking long enough to tell me she needs me to shift. But I can't. I have no time or energy. I keep promising her I will, but I feel like I've broken that promise. I float off to the sounds of her whimpering in my head while I cry into my pillow. To my surprise, my alarm wakes me in the morning. Sylvie makes me promise to hang on for one more day. We go through the motions of the life I hate. While I'm getting ready, I look in the mirror to find my hair is completely silvery now. I tuck it into a bun to try to avoid people noticing it. The delegation from Dark Howlers arrives in the early afternoon. They are all tall and intimidating, with tattoos and big muscles. Some of them have visible scars on their arms and faces. They wear matching business attire or security uniforms. Luna Layla directs them to the sitting room while I quietly bring in pitchers of water and iced tea for them to drink. I was doing my best, trying not to be noticed, and one of the women calls me out.
You there, Omega?
She says abruptly. I look around and realize she is speaking to me.
For everyone.
Maya, of course, right away.
Luna Layla says quickly and nods her head to me. I rush to the cellar and pull out 2 cases of napkins and glasses. I prep the drink service cart and head back to the sitting room. I open 3 bottles, leaving the rest for them to do as they wish, and then I back out of the room so I can start preparing dinner. The rest of the day goes without a hitch. The guests seem pleased with dinner. In the evening, I go to each guest suite to make sure everyone is happy with their accommodations. A couple of people ask for more bags of chips or soda, but on the whole, everyone seems satisfied. The last door is the beta's room. Maya opens the door, looking much more relaxed than earlier. She has a large tattoo of a rose and dagger on her forearm. Her dark hair is still pulled back, but she isn't wearing makeup. I can see now. She looks only a few years older than me. I can hear her mate inside talking on the phone.
Thanks for checking on us. Everything is wonderful. The flowers are a beautiful touch. You have good taste.
She smiles at me. I bow to her slightly, then turn to leave.
Wait, what's under your hat?
I stop in my tracks and turn around. I'm sorry, ma'am, I ask. I feel the blood drain from my face.
Your hat. Why is it so low? What are you trying to hide? Come closer.
I come closer and slowly take off my hat, keeping my eyes to the ground. My silver hair cascades down my back. It is embarrassingly greasy and visibly dirty. I feel myself blush,
Oh, I see.
she says with surprise in her voice.
Now, don't be disrespectful. Always look me in the eye when I speak to you.
I look up at her. The light from her room shines right into my eyes. She looks at me blankly for a moment, trying to process what she's seeing.
What are you? A hybrid?
No, ma'am. The pack doctor did tests, but he doesn't know why it happened. He thinks it must be a transformation related to my wolf getting ready to wake up. I mean, it's not a lie. It's just not the whole truth, right? How am I supposed to tell a stranger that my wolf says that I'm the moon goddess's actual daughter, and that is why I have silver hair and violet eyes? She grabs my chin and pulls my face closer to hers, inspecting closely.
And does the pack doctor know that someone has broken your nose recently? You still have bruises.
I'm not going to elaborate or implicate anyone in this conversation with someone I do not know.
Who's at the door, Maya?
Just the Omega assigned to us, Caden? What's your name again?
It's Talia, ma'am. I'm not an Omega, though. I'm just a servant.
Her name is Talia. She picked out my beautiful flowers.
She's still talking to her mate, but she hasn't taken her eyes off me, as if she's trying to size me up for some reason. Her brow furrows slightly as she stares. She's making me self-conscious.
Well, that's nice. Ask her if I can get bubbly water in the refrigerator.
No problem, ma'am. She and I share a smile at bubbly water. I will bring it shortly and leave it at the door.
Thank you. Oh, and Talia, if those bruises aren't healed by tomorrow morning, find some powder. Alpha Damon does not tolerate seeing injuries like that.
Yep, yes, ma'am. I run to the stockroom, get 4 bottles of San Pellegrino and put them in front of the door, then run away as fast as I can. 1,000,000 questions run through my head. Would their Alpha be angry for being weaker than other wolves, even if I was not part of his pack? Was she going to tell Alpha Edward about my unusual features? Was she going to call him out for letting someone break my nose? I mean, lady, if you think that is bad, I got some news you're not gonna like, and then I'm dead meat by your Alpha, for sure. Alpha Edward comes down later and whips me for not having all the items our guests wanted. By morning, Sylvie has still not been able to fully heal me. I'm in so much pain. Everything is a struggle. Cooking, carrying breakfast trays, leaning over to clean tables. Every move causes scabs to open and bleed, making the back of my shirt damp with blood. Maya makes eye contact with me a couple of times. She can tell something was wrong but doesn't say anything. For some reason she can't explain, Sylvie is bouncing around in my head all morning.
The beta is so nice. I can't wait to meet the Alpha and Luna.
Sylvie, come on. We're not going to get to meet the Alpha and Luna. We're going to melt into the wallpaper and pretend we don't exist.
I want to meet them.
Okay, well, I hate to disappoint you, but you're going to be disappointed. Layla comes in while I'm prepping lunch to let me know that Alpha has arrived, and I need to make lunch for him as well. There is no Luna. He doesn't have a mate. And according to Layla, he's handsome. Not that it matters to me, because I'm going to be wallpaper. I don't want him to notice me at all. I take the trays to the conference room. Alpha Damon is not there, but there is a spot at the table where he is supposed to sit. I leave his meal at the empty seat. Everyone from the Dark Howlers pack politely thanks me as I lay out plates in front of them. Their manners betray their intimidating features. No one from the Red Moon pack says a word to me as I serve them. I collect the trays and walk out quietly. Layla lets me know she will clean the plates so I can focus on dinner and food for the party. I go to the kitchen, but need a minute to collect myself before I get started on dinner. I go out the back door and stand on the stoop. In the distance, I don't recognize him. It must be the Alpha from Dark Howlers. He is too far away from me to see his actual features, though. All I can see is a tall figure with dark hair and a suit. It smells like... I swear, it smells like coffee or dark chocolate. This guy was a mocha drinker. I laughed to myself at the thought of the big, bad Alpha of Dark Howlers sipping on a mochaccino. I make a 4-course meal of Caesar salad, bacon-wrapped shrimp appetizers, beef Wellington with braised Brussels sprouts for the main dish, and a key lime pie for dessert. I also make bruschetta, tomato fritters, mini calzones, assorted veggie trays with dip, and chocolate truffles to serve for the party. I finished the desserts and veggie trays between breakfast and lunch, so there was less for me to worry about now. I realized Sylvie's advice of finding happiness in cooking has helped me enjoy making this dinner. Maybe because I'm serving people other than my pack, or maybe it's because I'm making special food, not just the regular stuff I make for the pack. Either way, I don't mind my work today. I felt a sense of pride in it. There are servers for dinner service since it's a formal event. I stay in the kitchen and make sure everything is plated and going out the door in perfect condition. I'm in the zone. I peek out from the kitchen after each course is served. People seem to enjoy the food, which is a relief. I notice Alpha Edward is getting pretty drunk. Luna Layla keeps taking his glass away from him, but he keeps ordering the Omegas to give him more. The dining room is extra crowded, so I don't get a better look at Alpha Damon. Maya sees me peeking out from the kitchen and gives me a wink and thumbs up. I smile and give a little wave before pulling my head back. I help the servers take the party food to the tables at the edges of the ballroom. I also make sure the bars in the corners are fully stocked. The DJ is finishing setting up, and colorful lights are sliding across the floor. Party balloons and streamers are hanging all over the place. The first few guests are starting to wander in, which is my cue to duck out the back door. Luckily, the dinner servers will clean up the dinner service tonight, which gives me extra time to restock pantries. I head upstairs to the stockroom and load the cart up. I'm humming to myself as I go from room to room. I feel an odd sense of calm as I go.
You're in a good mood.
I guess. I'm not sure why, though. My back and feet still hurt.
Well, I'm happy that you're happy, for once. This version of you is pretty cool.
Thanks, Sylvie. You're not half bad yourself. I finished stocking the ranked pack members' rooms on the 4th and 3rd floors. Then I head to the 2nd floor where the guest suites are. The cleaning staff has cleaned everything. I just need to restock the toiletries, pantry items, and refrigerators. I make quick work of the rooms. I remember to stock the beta's room with more bottles of San Pellegrino, refresh the flowers, and leave a little tent card with a handwritten smiley face on the kitchenette counter. It's almost midnight now. Everyone is still in the ballroom partying. I close the door to the beta's suite and move to the alpha's suite door. It's the last room left for the night. I know he's at the party too, but I knock first, just in case. I lean my ear against the door. I don't hear a reply. I'm not sure if he's been in the room yet, but I need to check and make sure just in case it needs to be restocked. I slip the key card in the slot and open the door. From down the hall I hear footsteps.
Hey you, what are you doing there?
A gruff voice calls from down the hallway. I assume he's a security guard, so I start to reply that I'm part of housekeeping. I mean, I have a giant cart full of snacks and drinks. I'm also only 5 feet tall and not even 80 pounds. I don't know how much of a threat this guy thinks I could be. I look up from under my hat at 2 security guards walking quickly toward me. One of them is much bigger than the other. I notice he's dressed nicely for a security guard. He's the most handsome werewolf I've ever seen in my life. He's probably 6 feet 6 inches tall and close to 250 pounds of solid muscle with broad shoulders. He has tattoos covering his neck and the backs of his strong hands. The smell of coffee and dark chocolate fills the air, and I'm rooted to the spot. I slowly pull my hat up from my eyes, just enough to get a better look at him. Sylvie is jumping wildly in my head as he pushes past the guard.
It's him! It's him!
Mate. He strides up to me and roughly pushes me against the door with a low growl. I don't think he realizes how light I am as I get slammed a bit too hard against the solid oak. He places both hands against the door on either side of my shoulders, preventing me from escaping. He puts his face against my neck and inhales deeply. My heart is pounding in my chest. I'm feeling overwhelmed and panic is settling in. He must sense that I'm weak. He's going to take me down before his alpha gets a chance to do it.
Alpha Damon, is this Omega trying to steal something?
The security guard says as he approaches.
Get back!
He snarls at the guard, flashing his large wolf fangs. The guard stops in his tracks. The guard says with a confused look, Alpha? Wait, what? Alpha, this can't be right.
Mine.
My back is starting to feel wet. I'm bleeding a lot now. When he pushed me against the door, it pulled open most of the unhealed lash wounds. Now the initial adrenaline is wearing off and my back is starting to sting. The door behind my back feels slick. I try not to whimper. I don't want to show that I am weak. I didn't want him to hurt me when I just found him. Who am I kidding? There's no way he doesn't already know I'm a wimp.
Talia, I can't heal you fast enough. Hang in there. The scars make it harder. I'm trying, but I feel so weak.
Sylvie whimpers. She sounds far away. Over Alpha Damon's shoulder, I see Luna, Layla, and Alpha Edward running down the hall. Well, Alpha Edward is stumbling more than running. Beta Tony, Beta Caden, and Maya are right behind them. My head starts swimming, and I feel dizzy and nauseous.
Talia, what did you do? You insolent child!
Luna Layla yells. Her voice sounds far away, even though she is right in front of me now. She reaches out to do something bad to me, but Alpha Damon snarls and grabs her hand out of the air, snapping her wrist. Alpha Edward snarls back at him. My knees feel like jelly. I watch as if in a dream. I can't hear anyone now. Even though they are all yelling, they look like they're moving in slow motion. Alpha Edward drunkenly yanks Luna Layla's arm, pulling her back from Alpha Damon, who is still snarling at both of them. The security guard is trying to separate them as Beta Tate is trying to pull Alpha Edward back. Beta Caden and Maya take defensive stances, guarding Alpha Damon. George comes up behind Alpha Edward just as he yanks on Luna Layla. She cries out in pain. George hauls his fist back and punches Alpha Edward as hard as he can. I'm shaking all over. I can't feel Sylvie anymore. I look around to see if anyone else notices the smell, but they're too busy arguing with each other. I look down and realize blood is running down my legs and on the door, splashing in fat drops on the floor. I grip Alpha Damon's forearm. He looks back at me and his eyes widen. Help.
To find out what happens next, listen to every thrilling episode of The Alpha's Bride, available only on the Pocket FM app. Download it for free now